Every time I say that I'm gonna take a break from filming, my life friggin' spirals. I like forget everything that I value and like everything falls to shit. Like, I don't know, maybe filming is important to me. I think it's like one of the primary like grounding, just because art is beautiful, life is beautiful activities that I do. But sometimes I worry about the documentation of it all because I'm like, am I just forcing myself to assign significance to moments that might feel more significant if I just let them breathe, instead of like ensnaring them and producing them into this like broader narrative that is just one series of editing choices when it could have been many others. I don't remember what life is right now. I'm so existential. I don't think that's the camera's or lack thereof's fault, but I think that you help. I didn't really realize that. Like, I think you remind me something about life that I knew as a kid. I used to want to be a photographer when I was like 6. And maybe I was right. Not about photography. I'm trash, but
in my sweaty moonshine, I spend the night trying to picture the cleanest bathroom girl in Montreal. You were tangled in my sheets and dared to drag me from my sleep because you want me, because I've been here since the fall.
she's cooking.
Where we're celebrating all things spring, so why not sing with some birds? Am I right?
Let's all sing like the birdies sing. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Trevor, I know you're not a white supremacist, but sometimes your music taste gives the Family and Get Out. Like, I feel unnerved by this. You don't feel unnerved?
Tweet, 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 tweet. Let's all sing like the birdies sing.
Perplexing. Someone's like, this feels like soundtrack dissonance, like someone's getting murdered over top of this.
All warble like nightingales. Give your throat a treat. Take your
I am
time
Toad.
with birds. Now you all know the words. Tweet, 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 tweet.
Okay, hi. It's, you know, it's critical analysis, it's self-analysis, it's healthy. I'm lonely, this is filling the void for moments, that's fine. Pick a month. You know, April's typically my main bitch, but this April I got COVID and everything fell to shit. So I'm not really on good terms with her right now. Can't wait for next April. I'm gonna pick August because there's a bunch of really like poetic quotes about August and I really like the way that people feel the same way about it. Like, I feel like I've read a lot of quotes about August that really articulate how August feels to me, and I'm like, oh, so we are on the same page about this. The end of the summer is a dying ember. Anyway, I'm gonna pick August today for whatever reason. Actually, I'm picking September because fuck me, I guess. How do you feel about Disney? Okay, so this question sucks. This is like the opposite of leaving space for critical analysis. It's just like liberal reductionism. I'm so tired of myself. Pick a comfort item. Oh, and I did some little poetry here. A favorite mug used every morning for coffee and every evening for tea. Who was this bitch? Why was I so like, why was I such a little poet? Like, I'm just like grumpy these days. I'm in my angry era. It's Aries and Taurus season back to back that's doing this to me. And I am writing poetry actually, but it's like in spite of myself, whereas this was just bleeding out of me. How would my cat want to spend time with you? People get so touchy about class privilege. Pick a smiley. Oh. George will lie down facing you, so close that his whiskers are almost brushing your cheeks. He falls asleep like this, cuddled so far up your chest that his body is almost vertical. And you wouldn't have it any other way. You will feel the kind of closeness you have been craving sometime soon. George will eat your snacks though, be careful. Oh my god. What? Why did I know everything at 18 and yet nothing at 22?
You can see my gums are a bit sore from having had the worst case of herpes that my doctor has ever seen. Let's discuss apples. This apple has a little bit of gray, like discoloration on the outside, but it's still firm and you can barely see it. If you look really closely, you can kind of tell on the inside that part of the apples are a little bit different colored than the other part of it. And I think that I can't eat them. And that sucks because it's supposed to be my nutritious snack that I'm eating with peanut butter for protein instead of buying something from Tim Hortons and supporting a corporation. And feels like probably there's a link between the pressure that I put on every tiny thing that I do and then my ability to then do that thing. Earlier, my arm was itchy for a sec. And you know, I was gonna do my assignment, but then my arm was itchy for a sec. How do I tell my professor that? I'm proud that when I have health-related spirals, they don't reach the point that they used to of death, immediate threat, wanting to die, like all the most intense places. They don't get there for the most part. And I just think about like the things that I'm supposed to be thinking about, like career and success and who I am and what I'm gonna make of the world, and I'm just like, it's just hard to imagine myself as satisfied doing anything for a career. I don't want to pick one because it all feels really bad. I can't really put on my resume that I'm eating this apple